The pupil has already penetrated in his work into mysterious territory, but if he does not know the method of melting, it is to be feared that the elixir of life will hardly be produced. Therefore the Master has revealed the secret strictly guarded by the former holy men. When the pupil keeps the crystallized spirit fixed within the cave of energy and, at the same time, lets greatest quietness hold sway, then out of the obscure darkness a something develops from the nothingness. That is, the golden flower of the Great One appears. At this time the conscious light is differentiated from the light of human nature. Sing. Therefore it is said, to move when stimulated by external things leads to its going directly outward and creating a man. That is the conscious light. If at the time the true energy has been sufficiently collected, the pupil does not let it flow directly outward, but makes it flow backward. That is the light of life. The method of the turning of the water wheel must be applied. If one continues to turn, the true energy returns to the roots, drop by drop. Then the water wheel stops, the body is clean, the energy is fresh. One single turning means one heavenly cycle, what Master Chiu has called a small heavenly cycle. If one does not wait to use the energy until it has been collected sufficiently, it is then too tender and weak, and the elixir is not formed. If the energy is there and not used, then it becomes too old and rigid, and then, too, the elixir of life will hardly be produced. When it is neither too old nor too tender, then is the right time to use it purposefully. This is what the Buddha means when he says, "The phenomenon flows into emptiness." This is the sublimation of the seed into energy. If the pupil does not understand this principle and lets the energy flow out directly, then the energy changes into seed. This is what is meant when it is said, emptiness finally flows into phenomena. But every man who unites bodily with a woman feels pleasure first and then bitterness. When the seed has flowed out, the body is tired and the spirit weary. It is quite different when the adept lets spirit and energy unite. That first brings purity and then freshness. When the seed is transformed, the body is healthy and free. There is a tradition that the old master Pe'eng grew to be 800 years old because he made use of serving maids to nourish his life, but that is a misunderstanding. In reality, he used the method of sublimation of spirit and energy. In the elixir of life, symbols are used for the most part, and in them the fire of the clinging, Li, is frequently compared to a bride, and the water of the abyss to the boy. From this arose the misunderstanding about Master Pe'eng having restored his virility through women. These are errors that have forced their way in later. But adepts can use the means of overthrowing the abysmal, Ka'an, and the clinging, Li, only when they have sincere intention in the work. Otherwise, a pure mixture cannot be produced. The true purpose is subject to the earth. The color of the earth is yellow. Therefore, in books on the elixir of life, it is symbolized by the yellow germ. When the abysmal and the clinging, Li, unite, the golden flower appears. The golden color is white, and therefore white snow is used as a symbol. But worldly people who do not understand the secret words in the book of the elixir of life have misunderstood the yellow and white there in that they have taken it as a means of making gold out of stones. Is not that foolish? An ancient adept said, "Formerly every school knew this jewel. Only fools did not know it wholly." If we reflect on this, we see that the ancients really attained long life by the help of the seed energy present in their own bodies, and did not lengthen their years by swallowing this or that sort of elixir. But the worldly people lost the roots and clung to the treetops. The book of the elixir also says, "When the right man, white magician, makes use of wrong means, the wrong means work in the right way." By this is meant the transformation of seed into energy. But if the wrong man uses the right means, The right means work in the wrong way. By this is meant the bodily union of man and woman, from which spring sons and daughters. The fool wastes the most precious jewel of his body in uncontrolled lust, and does not know how to conserve his seed energy. When it is finished, the body perishes. The holy and wise men have no other way of cultivating their lives except by destroying lusts and safeguarding the seed. The accumulated seed is transformed into energy, and the energy, when there is enough of it, makes the creatively strong body. The difference shown by ordinary people depends only upon how they apply the downward flowing way or the backward flowing way. The whole meaning of this section is directed towards making clear to the pupil the method of filling up the oil when meeting life. Here, the eyes are the chief thing. The two eyes are the handle of the polar star. Even as heaven turns about the polar star as a center point, so among men the right intention must be the master. Therefore, the completion of the elixir of life depends entirely on the harmonizing of the right purpose. Then, if it is said that the foundation can be laid in 100 days, first of all, the degree of industry in work and the degree of strength in the physical constitution must be taken into account. Whoever is eager in the work and has a strong constitution succeeds more quickly in turning the water wheel of the rear river. When a person has found the method of making thoughts and energy harmonize with one another, he can complete the elixir within the 100 days. But whoever is weak and inert will not produce it even after the 100 days. When the elixir is completed, spirit and energy are pure and clear. The heart is empty. Human nature, sing, manifest. And the light of consciousness transforms itself into the light of human nature. If one continues to hold firmly the light of human nature, the abysmal and the clinging, fire, li, have intercourse spontaneously. When the abysmal and the clinging commingle, the holy fruit is born. The ripening of the holy fruit is the effect of a great heavenly cycle. Further elucidation stops with the method of the heavenly cycle.